I think it's a Canadian thing at this point in history. Aren't they Canadian?
I don't think so.
That's Venice Beach, isn't it?
I don't know. We went down this hole at one point.
Well, I know. We were just talking about the fact that those people are wearing masks, so I was just wondering if this was filmed in 2020.
Oh, this was way before.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, that's why it's really
1999.
I believe that the group, while this may be Venice Beach Films video, I believe that they are Canadian.
Also, they could be wearing masks so they don't have to pay the people.
Ooh, okay.
Likeness rights.
All right. Fair enough.
So welcome to the Sesh Connection. We have a different kind of episode. Tell us about it, Tracy.
Ooh, so I have a grab bag that we're all going to grab a little treat from. Ooh. And so it's going to be completely random. Nobody knows what's in this bag. I know what's in it, but I'm not even going to be able to, like, I'm just going to stick my hand in as well and just grab whatever.
This is a lot like the black ball ceremony that got me kicked out of my fraternity.
Lovely, lovely. So,
I referred to it as the Barney bag.
Well, not technically. I got blackballed out.
But you were in before that.
I didn't make it to...
you didn't finish Rush Week?
I finished Rush. I made it to the very end, and then they blackballed me out. Long story, different podcast. Continuing.
Fair enough. Before we reach into this bag and go forward, I wanted to talk about something that we spoke about last week and just make sure that I reiterated what I said and fix this. But I had said that 28, you can walk out with 28 grams of carts. That is not necessarily true. It is 16 half grams of distillate, specifically distillate. If it were rosin or resin or anything farther than that, then it would be reduced down to what we were talking about before. But instead, I had said 28. It is actually 16, and it is half grams that you can get in a day.
So it's 8 grams.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like wax.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, yeah, I just felt really bad that, like, I got that number wrong, and I wanted to make sure that we corrected that. So, that being said, I'm actually going to pull last, and I'm going to pass this to my left.
Yay!
To the left, to the left.
Reach in that weed bag page, pull out what you got.
I actually know what I have in my hand because I buy it all the time.
All right. Paige, why don't you tell us what you pulled?
Okay, so I pulled out Dialed In Live Resin Full Spectrum Gummies. Do we have a flavor on this?
There is a flavor there.
Ooh, it's a Luxe Cherry and Guava. THC 70%. It actually tells you the terpenes in it, which is really cool. We've learned a lot about that. I can't pronounce that one. Humulene, I know that one. You're just gonna have to, you're just gonna have to go with your enunciations. We talked about that earlier.
This is so funny. What is that? Caryophyllene? Thank you. Yeah, James, get in there. For some reason, my eyes are not working today. However, we did, while he's looking that up, we did grab a Dialed In. Dialed In are live rosin gummies, and they're actually 10 milligram gummies. That is a sample pack that I was given. They actually have a little QR code on there that gives you all the information that we're talking about now and then some. So you have an opportunity to, like, look up exactly what you're eating, like what the gummy is, what it does, what its characteristics of, like, flavor and whatnot. So
the 3 terpenes that are listed are caryophyllene,
okay,
humulene, and bisabolol, I believe is how that's pronounced, which is not one that I recall coming up with in our previous conversation.
What is this alchemy you speak of?
It's actually going to be more of a light floral and sweet smells to that. It's good for, it's an anti-irritant, soothing, calming feeling. So
I mean,
that's
Paige
what that
grabbed it, so
terpene.
she should get the first one.
Sure. I mean, anybody can have the first one. I'm a sharer.
I was just
Somebody's
looking at
phone.
the can.
It's definitely not mine.
I left
Mine's on
mine
the
in my
ground.
car.
I do like the screw top. I like the packaging. I am just a sucker for packaging.
Who wants red? Who wants green?
I call red.
I want a color.
Just we'll give that to James.
And these are 10 milligrams each, based on the packaging I read. A total of 100
I
milligrams
don't
per
care
package.
which one.
I've already tried these, so you're more than welcome. Sure.
Are you sure?
I only saved
This
have
is a
these?
gummy texture I like.
I've had it too. Oh, okay. So we talked about these, and particularly when you buy them at a dispensary, they're not that gummy. Half the time,
They are
taste
sticky.
well, but half the time they are not that consistency. They are hard. They are gummy because they've been sitting on the shelf and everything like that. That is the first time I've had a fresh dialed-in gummy that I wasn't chewing on like a tire.
Right.
And that
Agreed.
is my favorite consistency thus far of a gummy. It's delicious. It dissolves in your mouth perfectly. That's wonderful. However, when
It's
you
my
get to the
second favorite.
dispensary, they are not like that.
I agree. Yeah,
No.
she's absolutely right, which is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Dialed In, is because of that. But I can honestly say that chew was 100% different than what I'm normally used
Yeah.
to chewing on.
That's a fresh gummy right there.
Yeah, definitely. What did you guys think?
I loved it, but then, I mean, I don't know, like, it is a fresh gummy. That is a fresh gummy. I personally prefer the consistency of, like, a Haribo gummy bear.
Knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
And that's just like, or a gummy worm. Bobby, who's sort of off camera but sitting to my left, like, gummy worms are his jam.
It was the most delicious THC gummy I think I've ever had. It was delicious.
It's very fucking good, but I don't know that I've ever had anything quite like this, so I don't have a baseline on this texture.
Well, so traditionally, if you're going texture-wise, they usually taste like chewy, like a jujube.
More like hard chewing.
But like
that
a
back,
jujube
too.
that you've opened
Yeah,
and
and
you've
left.
sat out for like 2 to 3 days
Yep.
and then decided to eat.
Yep.
So it's just like a leather piece of gummy, which it's still delicious. The flavor is still amazing. That was delicious and amazing throughout.
Fair.
I wish they were all like that.
Second best gummy we've done on this show.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I tasted hash the moment I put it in my mouth.
I did
Which
it.
I
which
did.
threw me off for a second. But
It
I
goes
can
away.
stick. It went away, and it went away fast. And I absolutely agree with that. And again, like I typically do not like dialed ins, but that had a great consistency to it to me. A little soft, maybe a little too soft. Like maybe it was melty a little bit, which seems a bit odd. But otherwise, I enjoyed it. I thought that was actually all right.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, most dialed-in gummies don't have the flavor on them.
No, they absolutely do. On one side has the strain
I'm just
specific
missing
to
it,
it,
which is
and then on the other
probably
side
right.
is actually your flavors, and the flavors vary, but they're really consistent to like a lot of the same stuff, like guava, limeade. What's another one I see typically a lot? Paloma. So you have like these different types of flavors that there's so much of them. So it kind of gets tiresome too after a while, but that was a really good combination.
I don't know what a Paloma is. What flavor did we just have? I had a green
Grapefruit.
one.
That was guava.
Yeah, that was tasty.
Yeah.
It's also really cool on the bottom that they have like the consistency of the strain. So it has a body high, you can move, it's an early riser, which that is very nice. Most gummies don't have that.
Yeah, which means that also I feel like that would be a sativa. If it's an
Yeah.
early riser, then you're going to wake up and want to do things for the day, not kind of be glued to the couch or, glued to a chair or watching TV all day. So active.
All right, Bear,
Bear.
you're up.
Reach in the crab bag.
Also, this says that it was a sous vide method, which just makes it fancy. Ooh.
I retrieved a pyramid sauce cart.
All right. How would
It
you
is
like
an
to consume
LA
that?
Kush Cake hybrid. Low 70s THC. I mean, it makes the most sense to use the cup, right?
If you like, sure, we can use the cup.
Oh, goody.
If not, I have my
Absolutely.
battery too. Like,
It's completely up to you.
I like the presentation of the cup.
We do, don't we?
We're a little bougie.
We are.
it's weird. I had written off Pyramid as a brand a long time ago.
Why is that?
I didn't like their flour.
Flour. Don't remember us making flour, but you're not wrong. Probably yeah. We've gone through some stuff. We were actually associated with PAX for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a long time actually, and I think it was just this past year that there was a break off point from there, and they ventured on their own route. So yeah, I've had my ups and downs on some of the flavors of stuff that they have for sure. I think we've also had maybe some old carts in the past that I think were like earlier episodes that we've done that are kind of like
I
that.
don't know how you're.
But please, by all means, you pulled it, you start it. I already turned it on, so 2 hits, and that should turn it on for you. One more. Okay, hit it 5 times. Okay, and then hit it twice.
Up, up, down, down.
There we
Left,
go.
right, left, right.
Over, under,
Yeah.
inside, out.
I'm not
That's
trying
what
to
shoot
get
time's
30
all
free
about.
men.
And then stop
Who's
it
up
when
first?
you're ready.
Oh,
You
when
are.
I'm first?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I like how we started with using the Havoc, and we would go full, and now everybody is like, no.
you know where your stopping point is, which is nice. Which
I-
is nice.
I don't think there was any funnier moment than maybe 2 months ago when Armstrong was here
Yes.
and talking shit about how, like, talking shit at me about not being able to take a full one. And he took like 3 of these and then just quietly dipped.
Yes.
He just like, he kind of caught my eye and he was like, hmm? And then texted me. He's like, sorry, bro, I was too fucking high. I was like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
He thought he could hang. He couldn't hang.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
People don't understand. Like, they think they can just step in the ring with the Incas and box. Like, I don't train for a lot of things, but I train for this all week.
Yeah, this is what I do.
Yeah.
This is my happy pastime.
This is my regiment. This is my religion.
Press twice, press it once when you want it to stop.
My favorite thing in the entire
Thank you,
world
Tracy.
is
What was that, darling?
Thank you, Tracy.
You are so welcome, my dear.
So
smoking
that's
weed and
pretty
drinking
tasty.
coffee.
I like that, like the flavor profile, both in and out.
And what is it that we are? This is
LA
the LA
Kush
Kush
cake.
cake. Okay. James, would you do me a huge favor and look up what the cross strains are for LA Kush cake?
I'm not.
Are you
21
not?
yet. LA Kush Cake, also known as Los Angeles Cookie. Okay, really? You're just trying to use up characters. You need to write a 250 character description. Is a hybrid marijuana strain. This cross of the popular wedding cake and Kush mints comes from Liberty Health Sciences and Seed Junkie Genetics. LA Kush Cake is an indica dominant strain that smells like vanilla and has an earthy peppermint taste. It's an easy, smooth hitter. And effects take a while to come on. This is a beautiful flower with a green and purple buds covered in frosty trichomes. It's great
I like
for
it.
relaxing and winding down at the end of the night without much else to do.
Yeah, are you trying to be an NPR person? Is
Right,
you
say
trying to get
James's
yourself off?
radio voice just kicks in. It's like, if I got to read copy, I'm going to at least get myself a hard on in here.
This is James with LA Kush cake.
Tracy, you do have an NPR voice. You should just read for James.
I should, but that would be really dirty.
You just
You don't have to do it in
You
real
stand-
time. You can just send him like audio clips. Like, you could read the phone book to him if you use the voice right.
We'll start with the letter A in the dictionary.
Adam Aronson, 555.
2165 Chestnut Place.
If you
Denver,
listen to this show,
Colorado.
you might need to listen to the worst to get all the references that are brought up.
So it's been around the room, and we've kind of a little bit talked about it. What are our feelings on this?
I think it's delicious.
Yeah.
I do get the peppermint notes.
I do too. I like it. Again, it's like, I don't know. You know what I want to try through that device just because as a baseline is go the opposite, like a Sono Gardens one where it's like super fruity on the other side because
We love us some Sono Gardens.
literally I'm an addict for their shit. Ever since you introduced me to it, it's like I want more.
Every time she ever mentions Sono Gardens now, the only thing I say is, we love us some Sono Gardens.
It's so good.
Any thoughts, Bobby?
Yeah.
To be honest, that was the first time I truly enjoyed that device, and I didn't know that. Not saying I didn't enjoy it the last times, but I think I get it now. I didn't know you could maintain the amount of hit or the actual temperature.
Yeah,
like
so it
just
doesn't fuck
gauge
you
that.
up?
Yeah, or fucks you up more and more. is what I'm looking at.
And for all of us to have hit it that hard, like I don't feel like we burned through a lot of cart.
No.
And that's a 1 gram?
That is a 1 gram, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just be sure of that, sir.
Looks like a half gram.
Visually,
It
it's a
does
one-
actually look like a half.
It's a gram.
It looks like, I don't know, it's hard to tell from my angle.
Why is that?
It does look like a gram.
It's a gram.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Here, is that the package?
Yeah, but I don't see it on there at all.
One full cup.
Yeah, of course you
I
can.
didn't see- I didn't see it.
This boy's going strong.
Prepare to cough your ass off, Bobby.
Let's get audio on this.
You know what I really love about this is I love reading some of the, it's just sort of like I needed to fill space.
Tell us.
Instructions for use. Remove the cartridge from the Mylar packaging and screw into battery. Inhale from the smoking tip and enjoy.
That's
The
what she
tap-
said.
Dude, if your tip is smoking, you got bigger issues.
We gotta visit a doctor.
Detach from battery when not in use and store upright at room temperature. Activation time 0 to 60 minutes. Sometime in the next hour, you'll be high.
0 to 60, though. You might be high in the next 47 seconds.
Odds are you are going to be high in the next 40 seconds.
That's actually wild that it doesn't list. Are you giving us the guy from
Medium
Gladiator, or is it going to be like this, or?
I thought he was giving us the bison from Street Fighter.
Best movie ever.
It's probably my second favorite Raul Julia movie.
Absolutely, other than the Addams Family. Or are we talking Moon over Parador?
We won't forget about Moon over Parador.
Oh, that's a great movie.
So
Richard
Now,
Dreyfuss at his best.
this is one of those things that we talk about packaging a little bit. There's another paragraph that I did not yet read, and I'm going to. Now, when you go to buy a cartridge at your local dispensary and it comes in a, as quoted, Mylar packaging, you don't really read the package.
No.
You know, like, I'm looking for this, Bud Tender gives you that. You kind of maybe glance at some of the key specs that care about,
Right.
THC levels,
Right.
whatever. I would never be like, hold on, I need to read the marketing material on the back of the Mylar package. Inside, you will find the best mix of potency and flavor available. Our sauce cartridges, capitalized, are processed from dried material with a high terpene content. These terpenes will give you the flavor you want out of a cartridge while still maintaining a high level of THC. This full spectrum extract will take you to the next level. I've bought hundreds of cartridges at this point. I think that's the first time I've ever read anything like that on the back of the packaging.
I always wind up reading all that shit. That's how I found out the recommended doses for a dab.
Which is hilarious.
A ballpoint pen. Give me a break.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
This is terrifying.
Reach into the weed bags.
Tracy's
That is
magical
a
weed
pretty
bag.
good cart. That's a
Okay,
pretty
I
good
just
cart.
grabbed the first thing my hand touched.
All right.
I'm terrified now.
Okay.
It said something about Lebanon.
Ah, so this is our Lebanon hash.
Oh,
Yeah!
Tiramisu, my friend.
Oh, God.
So we're
Hooray.
switching things up, huh? Okay.
Oh, Bobby.
So why don't you read a little bit of this while I get this prepared?
Oh,
I like how so far everything pulled has been new and different. Like we haven't had a repeat of anything yet.
Except for this.
Well, no, but like we had an edible, we had
Right.
a cart, and now we're gonna have this concentrate in your little machine of doom.
It is a machine of doom, 100%.
there's
I
not.
have a question for
Go ahead.
you.
There's mostly just health warnings. There's no fun. I do like certain verbiage, like this product is intended to be inhaled, mostly because if you could see it, it's something of a solid. I mean, as things
Go
go,
ahead if you want to take it off.
it's not just smoke in a little canister.
right.
But it is called Lemon Pound Cake times Bruce Banner number 5 Lebanese hash.
I do love me some Bruce Banner.
I do too.
Okay, so after
Smell
we smoked
that.
this the last time, I got really fucking stupid stoned, and you guys sent me home. Like literally, like you deserve to try
shit
this, and
is
then I
fucking
like
stupid. This is-
literally night.
What's fun is I haven't had dinner yet.
Love.
I
We're
was
gonna
gonna-
love dinner tonight.
Oh yeah, I was gonna grill burgers this afternoon, and then I fired up the grill to like heat it up and scrape off the shit from the last time we grilled, and fucking the gas cut out before I even got it hot. I was like, oh, ain't that a bitch?
Is it propane?
Yeah.
As it should be.
What?
Propane.
What blasphemy just came from your mouth?
Propane and propane accessories. Hank
right.
Hill forever.
That's right. Praise Hank Hill.
So if you're smoking, I get like wood or whatever, but I feel like most smokers are basically just ovens with wood fire on the side. I'm
You're hurting
also,
his soul.
if you're gonna grill, charcoal is retarded.
Yeah.
Propane is you use exactly what you need to use, and then you turn it off. Charcoal, once you're done cooking, the rest of that charcoal still burns.
But
It is
charcoal is the
very
optimal
wasteful.
flavor.
It is
Forever the
absolutely
optimal
wasteful.
flavor.
With
But
maybe
it's,
some wood chips.
I mean, wood chips be damned. You want a charcoal and you want a really fucking great burger, you put it on a charcoal grill. I have propane at home because that's what my apartment complex
Propane
is.
by a wide margin is the easiest. Charcoal is a far superior flavor. Mesquite.
No, I'm going to argue because I don't want my meat to taste like something carbon burnt. I want my meat to
So then
taste
cook
like
your
meat.
burgers in a frying pan like a sissy.
No.
Why would you put it on a gas grill? That's basically the same thing, except you don't retain any fat. It just drips off. So you're not
That's
getting
half
any
the
new
reason I
flavor.
use the grill.
Tracy, I gotta ask this torture doom box that Baird speaks of. How much do these cost?
A grill?
No, these. I mean, one of these into a grill, and we can grill some meat. I mean, I would love to know the price of that too.
a great method for a smoker.
I sell them for 120.
That's an amazing deal.
Yeah.
It's an amazing deal.
Fix the cap, my friend. There you go. You're good. It's only a magnet. It's not gonna.
okay.
Yeah. You're good.
How was it, James?
Was it good for you?
It was good.
Do you need a towel?
This
He's like,
is
yes,
the moment
but
where
I'm not going to
James
say
want-
anything.
This is the moment where James wants nothing but a soothing voice, a calming voice.
Barry
voice that
Benedict,
leads you through troubled times.
555-8726. We're on C now.
Charlie's Dry Cleaner, 777-545-3333.
Barry,
the
you have
cleanest
an
sheets,
unbelievably
Call
soothing
Charlie.
voice.
Did you have no idea? My vocal range is amazing. I'm like, every time you think you got me figured out, I'll just break out another fun party trick.
I like
We
that.
can totally double team like a whole thing for him so that he can
Oh, you
masturbate
guys-
and
wait,
shower
wait.
appropriately.
So what I just heard
or
is
happily.
you two are going to double team each other while you're watching him
I
shower.
said double team him.
I mean, okay, you two are going to double team him while he showers.
I don't think
feel
James
we
is gonna
need
mind.
Consent.
I really don't think James is going to mind.
James called me and asked if we could do it. It's referred to as the Eiffel Tower.
Is that a safe word?
No, it's the shape we make where we spit roast James, but we high five over him.
Well, see, the unfortunate thing is for me to get anything out of this and apply all the due pressure, that means Tracy has to wear a strap on.
Done.
She's a team
And
player.
I have to suck your dick. That's the only way that this scenario works, where everybody kind of gets a little something out of it.
Do I have to watch?
I don't get to just fuck your butt.
You kind of have to.
I don't get to just fuck your
You're
butt.
to participate.
Like, why are you just assigning roles that are permanent?
Does
Sex
anybody
is a
wanna
very
talk about
fluid scenario.
The reviews of this weed. Because to be honest, I'm high as hell. It doesn't taste that good. Doesn't tast that good.
It's
But you
hash.
can tell it's so potent. And I'm like, whoa. And y'all talking about sucking dicks and who's getting what. And I want to make sure this is weed we're smoking, right?
It's been a hell of a show. Been a hell of a show, Bobby.
I'm Bobby. I'm the guy in the corner.
Yeah, it did take a turn, didn't it? Just a slight one. I mean, full rights is a circle. We'll come back around.
It started so innocent, too. Originally, we were just using soothing voices.
I think it's done.
Oh my.
I think we
Well,
need
let's
to
get some
refill
more
it.
in there.
There's nothing.
Oh yeah, you might want.
Oh, yeah, that's going to have to cool down a hair.
Yeah. Warning. Ouch.
Is it like a tiramisu?
Did you not see? You
Oh, you
didn't
should
see
look-
it?
you
Oh my
should look
goodness!
at
Hold
it.
on
Oh,
one
look at the
second, my
product,
friend.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
Sit
see the
back down.
product.
Yeah.
It's actually really beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really stunning presentation of hash. I mean, I grew up smoking hash like that was black.
Yeah, the
Like,
Greenery Hash Factory really does a great job on both their Moroccan and Lebanese, and I promise you I will get some of their Moroccan hash so that you guys can check that out too. But yeah, we said it looked like
And, dude, we've been
tiramisu.
hitting this hash for going on 2 months now.
Yeah, for sure. We said it looked like
That's your
tiramisu because look
vibe.
at this back end. Look at those 3 different lovely colors in there, and there's actually like 4. There's that top, that dark, light, and then it gets light and dark again.
Sounds like Paige's prom night.
You're actually not far off.
God damn.
I actually don't have the price on this. I think I paid like 30.
Yeah, I think that's
$35.
We did it on an episode, so I think that sounds about right. That it was
Yeah.
like 35, 40. We looked it
Yeah.
up because we were so intrigued, and they basically make 2 styles of this hash.
Right, the Lebanese and the Moroccan.
And they're, it's just basically different texture, and it's the process differently, but it's all like kind of done without
It's
chemicals.
bubble hash, man. It's fag hash.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking badass is what it is.
Yeah,
Gets-
they just do a superb job, and it's
And it's-
really
I still love you.
beautiful.
And it's listed
I
at like so as an
That was
ongoing
just very accurate.
yeah,
as an ongoing dialogue we have on this is like, some of the things we've already smoked tonight, especially those both of those cartridges are in the 70s to 80s THC wise, whereas this is at about 36. But as you've heard us talk about, this shit gets us fucked up at 36%. So it's one of those percentage. It's not like beer, where if you drank a 19% beer versus a 4% beer, it's very different.
yeah.
Tracy, I changed the temperature and I don't know how to change it back.
She put it on get me fucking housed.
Yeah, I
And
don't
she
want.
needs
I don't
it-
want red. I want green.
She wants to bring it back to like, I just need giggle fits.
You are good.
I'd never seen yellow as a color option before. It was very fancy.
Oh yes.
Like you're pushing it.
Am I doing something? Oh, there it goes.
You're doing everything right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Big waterfall.
Hit the narwhal.
Don't make me laugh.
I also like that compared to the vape pens we've put into that device, the hash stays at the bottom. It's like a
Right.
heavier smoke. It kind of like sits there, which is kind of cool.
It's not a smoke. It's a vapor.
Oh, that's
sure,
so
fine.
delicious.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just trying to be accurate. Some people are only listening, James.
I mean, fair.
So what's everybody's? Let's
fucking love this
Bear's
shit.
got to take a hit here as well.
I mean, I already know that I love this. This is my
Of
favorite
course.
callback product we've had so far.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's why I think I like
It's
having
not
it.
smoking though.
Yeah.
Are we allowed? To be honest, I would buy that. I would like go into a dispensary tomorrow and buy that if I knew a dispensary to go and buy that.
Absolutely. If you need to find anything that we've smoked on any of these shows, I would say go to Weed Maps.
Okay.
And plug in the name and company, and you can actually Weed Maps will show you
I
where each
think
of these
the
products are
battery's
bought
dying.
at.
I'm saying
I
that's-
just charged it yesterday.
It's not
Slowly.
doing anything. I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that would last me a long time. You having
It
a
was.
bad day,
It
smoke a
took
little
a
bit of that.
minute for it to pop up for me too.
Yeah, it's still heating it up. Remember, it's not a cartridge.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's an
it's not
actual
an
live
instant.
product. So it's going to take just a little bit longer to kind of fill that up a little.
I just don't want to
You
break
gotta
your
stop
nice
being fucking
thing.
impatient.
I don't want to break your nice thing.
It actually, it's not.
Might have killed that already. Damn, Paige, how big a hit you take?
I did not take a big hit. I promise.
I don't know, dude.
No, it's actually filling up, but
It's trying. I'll just.
Oh, there it goes.
I take a second. I think it's good. So
It's hot.
Well, and
it's
it's
got
such
to
a.
heat it up. So
It's
it's a
super
heating
thick.
element. Yeah.
Ooh.
what's that? Come on.
I am what's known as
You're
bitch
not gonna
made.
tell him to hit the narwhal?
Hit the narwhal, motherfucker.
I love that shit.
The narwhal is much like the soldier boy in that sometimes you crank that soldier boy and sometimes that soldier boy cranks you.
Oh, nice. Nice. Bobby, it's your turn to dip into the bag. You can't look in the bag. You can only dip your hand.
I went with the methodology with whatever my finger hit first, I was taking that, so it wasn't like feeling around. Oh, dear God.
Oh, my. So,
can
We're
hear
just
the
going to have a
fear.
description. I'm excited. I get to read stuff.
what do you got there, Bobby?
James, you wanna read
James, you want me to read it to you in my storytelling voice?
Bobby pulled a pyramid prism 1 gram cart. Inside, you will find the cleanest vape cartridge on the market. Prism oil contains pure cannabis distillate and terpenes. We take our refinement further than ever before by distilling the cannabinoids. We leave you with the strongest oil possible. Vape only with the best. This one does not say its efficacy will be within 0 to 60 minutes.
So, are we thinking that it might be quicker?
Immediate.
Does it have like a pride logo on it?
No, this is actually
rainbow?
just how their Prism carts are sold with
love
those
it.
colors on there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they-
very Grateful Dead-ish.
Yeah, it definitely stands out on the shelf. Like, you're looking at this wondering, what is that? And that's what really stands out in general in a lot of dispos. It's like, what's the flashiest thing that's catching your eye? These stand out. Like Rozzy,
The
like
pretty
Rebel
stuff,
Rozzies,
yeah.
they stand
Oh,
out because they're
yeah.
in that iridescent, like, colorful silver bag. So, same thing. It catches your eye. This one's going to be a hybrid, as you said. And, Bobby, you are getting first dibs.
Oh, yeah.
You hear it get excited.
Oh, yeah.
yay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking lit right now.
Nice. Well,
That's how Mondays be.
Oh, yeah.
Get,
This is every Monday.
get lit-er. Stop it when you're ready, sir.
Oh, you want to see something surreal?
Is it the can't squirt thing?
Are we going down that rabbit hole again during
Let's
another?
not. Let's not.
I love this whole time. I've just been ignoring the fact that Bobby keeps staring at. So, like, some of my search history pops up. If you wanted to watch the live stream,
I don't want to watch that. Way to make me feel awkward about myself.
I could do more.
I can do more. All right. So what was our flavor profile on this? The banner. The banner. Do you want to look up strains for the banner?
I can't squirt. What?
I can't squirt. I can't
I bet
squirt
it's
banner.
Bruce Banner.
What's it called? The banner?
Banner or banner. Yeah. Banner strain is what I would probably.
Okay, give me that damn package. Because Banner being the Hulk is.
Bruce Banner
makes
is
this
Just
very-
put in
Strain.
banner cannabis strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BB.
Oh, that's really smooth.
Okay. Bruce Banner, also known as Banner and OG Banner, is a hybrid weed strain with dense nugs and THC content that packs a punch. Bruce Banner might be best known as the alter ego of comic book hero the Incredible Hulk, but maybe he wouldn't be such a stressed out ball of anger if he had just some of this namesake weed strain. Bruce Banner is potent, averaging a 21% THC level. If you're new to smoking Bruce Banner, expect the effects to be strong and to come on quickly before dissipating into a euphoric and creative high. Ooh. The effects of Bruce Banner will linger in the head and may provide body relaxation. Bruce Banner is a bud best enjoyed during the daytime. This strain was originally bred by Dark Horse Genetics from a cross of OG Kush and Strawberry Diesel. Bruce Banner buds offer a diesel aroma with sweet undertones. The strain does have 3 main phenotypes, nice. One of which is Bruce Banner number 3. The dominant terpene of Bruce Banner is myrcene.
Okay, which we know to be...
It
reduces insomnia. It's a sweet, spicy, earthy kind of flavor to that.
It's delicious.
I really like that.
And it's super smooth in the habit, too.
Yeah.
Like just smelling it in the room, I'm like, I can't wait to try it.
That's really good. That's the best one of the night.
Yeah.
You think
for
so?
Sure.
I believe that.
Alrighty.
I'm not just talking shit.
No, I 100% agree with you, too. That was the smoothest, the tastiest.
Yeah. Awesome.
That is my favorite.
I'm honestly, like, I could smell it through the room before it was handed to me. I was like, oh, I already like this. Oh, yeah. I agree. I think around the horn. That's the best one of the night.
Yeah. All right. Is it my turn to pick from the bag?
It is.
Oh, my goodness. We're getting to the end, huh?
The sad thing is I feel like you've already, knowing what's in there, you're like, I want it. Oh, you bastard.
We really went through a pyramid phase today. And no, this was actually, I grabbed a corner. I really wanted to, like, grab some bud, I wish, because I have a little bit more in there, of course.
We don't have to do that on mic.
So oddly enough, this is by the same company that has provided the 3 different cartridges that we've tried, by Pyramid and the Prism, the live sauce, and the regular sauce at this point, or live resin and sauce. So now this is going to be their gummies, which I think we've tried before.
We've tried something from them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the packaging.
So these are their mixed fruit gummies, 10 milligram, 100 milligram in a container. These are not going to be their sour ones, so they're going to be their regular fruit ones. And they actually, I think the last time that we tried them, they may have had a different texture to them because we've recently changed the recipe on these. So it's definitely going to be a different textured taste.
Perfect.
Let's go for it.
I tried these at one of your events.
Yes.
No. Bobby, I've done
have a really
I've done
good
this
flavor.
enough times to know exactly where my limit lies. But trust me, I come back in the morning and I eat all of the edibles that are left eventually.
So I like that they have the little cloud as the gummy. I know that a lot of times too with gummies in the industry, you actually have to be really careful of what you mimic them to look like because you don't want them to look fun enough that children want to eat that gummy as well. So they are like borderline there with the whole cloud.
You don't
thing.
want a Mike Tyson gummy situation.
That's right.
I would do like Flintstones chewables.
Well, Mike Tyson
I love
had
those, don't you?
little ears as
That's
his
right.
edibles, and in the state of Colorado, you can't really mimic anything like that, so that he legally couldn't sell them in the state of Colorado.
Sucks.
So
In the shape
Got to
of
go to
ears.
Nevada.
Yeah.
a little underwhelming for me.
What
I
flavor
could
did you
taste
have?
the
I had
pot.
cherry.
I could taste the pot more in that than I could the other edible we did.
Really? I would say I would say
tin can
less, but I understand. Okay.
I had lemon, and I thought it was delicious.
How
I
was
like the flavor. I do agree. I get a little weed right off the front, but after the flavor of the gummy hits, like that kind of, it's basically like a weird front of palate aromatic.
so?
Doesn't hang around for very long.
So the thing that I guess that I'm a little why I say underwhelming is because they did change their recipe. However, I feel like this is like how their old recipe was. That was a little hard for me.
Yeah.
That was like super
I didn't
dense,
like that.
chewy, and their fresher ones have been more of a like a softer, like spreadable. Not close to the Nova Luxury that I always speak about, but like kind of like they wanted to get there and missed the mark by a little bit. That's kind of how I usually think about
those
it.
were going to be, because I was
Right.
pretty sure I'd had them at your event in that triangle building.
Yes, yeah, possibly.
And it
Or
was
not,
almost
maybe not
like
triangle.
little cubes of jam, for lack of a better description.
That was at one of my events, but yeah, they do have it's just a little bit different in the texture. I just didn't, yeah. For
They
me,
were
at
a little
least.
bit chewy when I had them at your Halloween event.
Yeah.
They were super tasty.
It tasted more like an old school candy to me, like old fashioned candy.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Yeah.
could see that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that is the consistency. It sort of like breaks up, like they hadn't quite mastered how to put the gelatin or the agar to make it congeal quite right.
So, well, that's what we got today, guys. Everybody like what they've tried so far? Do you like doing the goodie bag kind of like that at this point?
I love that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I genuinely love that idea. However, what I would say is you need to find a way for things to feel more uniform, because like you can be like, oh, if I'm looking for flour, you can feel around and find something that's flour if you really wanted to.
Some of these containers, though, actually hold, and you know that from one of the others here, they sometimes hold a cartridge and not weed in it.
Like when I pulled
Yeah.
out the hash, but it was the first thing I touched, and so I was like, that's what it is. And I
Yeah.
figured, oh, it's in a plastic, it'll be flour. Okay, I'm very glad it turned out to be what it was. But,
yeah,
but you make an assumption. I'm just saying, but I love the idea.
fantastic.
I had a really good time, Tracy.
This is-
Thank you.
You're
I
very
appreciate
welcome.
you and your magical.
Also, I want to ask you about your next event.
Oh yes. So we're doing it's called Rooftop Vibes with the Sesh Connection. It's July 30th. It's from 7 to 10. Of course, if you purchase a ticket, we will email you the location the day of the event. It is a private event, so we ask that you keep it private as well. But it's going to be a more intimate event. It's going to be more low-key profile vendors and a little bit more upscale for our guests. Swag bags are going to be pretty neat. The food's going to be infused. Yeah, we're really going to have a good time with this one. The swag bags are going to be really cool this
I'm
time.
excited.
Yes. Not that they aren't any other time. We actually paid you help me out so much with all these swag bags and what we do with them. They're super cool. I really enjoy making those, actually, and having a good time with it.